We have to talk about white fiber at only $20 per share. Is it time to buy before another 2 or even 3x? Last time I bought this stock was about $14 per share. We averaged in very heavily at $10.80 and it rocketed all the way up to about $50. So is it time to buy and make generational gains, like literally life-changing money in just 2 months? Again, let's talk about it. I'm going to show you guys why I like this stock a lot, where I would buy, and how much I would actually expect to make. So we're going to go over everything we need to know, but like always, I want to start off this video with what we did today. So up 6,640 on the ultimate portfolio. It's basically just the stocks that I'm holding as long-term investments. So we didn't really take money trades today. We didn't do a whole lot of earning swings, not too much, but pretty much every stock I've been buying is just up so much. So we're seeing another massive day, another 5-figure week. So super happy and blessed for that. Now let's get into the profits. So I like to start off these calls with the member profits, and don't worry, we're going to make this video short and straight to the point, but you guys saw Moderna go up over 100% 2 days ago. Some of you guys were still holding it from when I alerted it at $24 per share, which is so cool to see. 571%. That's insane. Shout out Spat, he's an OG. Another one here, this was on ServiceNow, which he made $1,400. It's a 33% gain in about a month. I'm up about 6,000 after taking a lot of profits on ServiceNow, which I'm also up just about 33%. So super happy to see you guys are getting in with me. And here's another OG. So he got an Intel. This is, of course, not USD, but he got an Intel at about 1950 before it shot up to 140. I bought Intel at 1950, and he also got Moderna when I alerted it at $24, and now he's up about 600%. So he got in one that went up, 3, 4, actually 500% from the very bottom, and another one that did 500% in a much shorter time frame. So two amazing trades, and then we got this guy who's up when the market is down, just like I was the other day. So super happy to see you guys are following the trades and really learning from it, because I'm seeing a lot of you guys that are posting trade profit screenshots in there like every other day. So super proud of you. Keep it up. Let's talk about white fiber. I've got some material for you guys. So like I said, last time we bought, it was at $10.88, the very last buy. So now, of course, it's a little bit hard to go and pay 2 times the price, because this was literally back in April. Like, this was yesterday. But does it make sense? Should we still do it? Well, we might want to at least start buying pretty soon, and here's why. So they've got right now about 100% expected upside for the next 12 months. Analysts think that it's going to go back up to $40, which I think is possible. Right now, they have a pretty low market cap for what they're doing. I think they're the lowest market cap in their entire industry that is a solidified company. So 800 million. And what these guys do is they're basically like a very small Oracle, because they've got cloud infrastructure, which they're doing great on, but they've pretty much gone all in on data centers. Now, here's the problem with that. So here's a good screenshot. Here's a not so good screenshot. Let's go over this first. Basically, right now, white fiber has entered an extremely saturated market, because it seems like every single company is doing this, even Oracle. But these are like the main ones right now that are like all in on the data center play, basically making AI data centers to be rented out, things like that, all kinds of stuff that are very in that area. So we've got CoreWeave. This is their closest major competitor, which we already knew. Like, CoreWeave is one that we were looking at $60. I didn't pull the trigger, but I'll gladly buy if it falls back. But then Nebius is also one that's like a very pure play, very like all in to this industry. Applied Digital is going more heavily in there. Iron, even though they're technically like a crypto company, they're going heavily in there. Same with TeraWolf. There's some other ones as well, and scale is pretty big. So they've entered a huge, very saturated as well market, which means two things. Like, number one, they could make a ton of money, but number two, it's going to be hard for them to make that money. Let's talk about the current setup though. We'll zoom in here so you guys can see. This is exactly what I like to see when I'm buying a stock that's on the cheaper end, like a stock that hasn't really had its real explosion yet. So this is what I did with SoFi at about $6 per share. I bought when they were going from unprofitable to profitable with a relatively low price to sales ratio. So right now, they're bringing in, for this year at least, they're expected to bring in just below $200 million in revenue, and they've got an $800 million market cap. So that's not too bad, actually. It's really not too bad. We're talking about a price to sales ratio way lower than most of their competitors. So if you look at it from that point of view, well, it's cheap. However, is it really possible to go and scale like crazy? That's the thing, because ideally we would want this to, 2, 3, 4, 5x in the next couple of years if we're going to be risking our money in a speculative stock like white fiber that's really volatile. So here's what I really like. Not only are they going from pretty unprofitable to very profitable, but it looks like they're going to be holding on to that with their current backlog. So like right now, there's pretty much no worry for this company not succeeding. It's just a question of how well can they scale. So because their competitors right now are extremely aggressive and we're hearing, breakthroughs pretty much every day. Nebius just reported record-breaking earnings, just destroying what the market thought was even possible. Right now, I'm a little worried that white fiber, although I want to buy, I'm tempted to buy, it might not be the best right now, just because that market, like Nebius is hitting insane highs, almost all-time highs. Iron is doing very well. That market is already up a lot while white fiber is not up so much. So it could either be an arbitrage opportunity, or if Nebius starts falling down and CoreWeave starts falling down, white fiber could really, really, really fall down. Okay, so I'm looking for an entry pretty much where I bought in before, which is going to be at around $15, where it's bottomed out many times in the past. Pretty much, we can drag this over here, pretty much where it's bottomed out every single time, besides the one time that it fell below 4 earnings, and of course we bought that dip. Now, luckily, they do have some earnings coming up in 83 days that are unprofitable. So if they miss on these, or they just don't even, kind of like last time, they don't even deliver results that the market really wants to see, maybe we get a very easy entry at like $10 or even like maybe 13, 14, 15. But in the meantime, I will not be pulling the trigger until then. However, when I do start buying at 15 and below, I'm going to be very bullish, and it's a stock that I can expect to make a lot of money on in the long run because it's volatile, so I can sell those covered calls weekly and make a ton of money while I wait for it to go up. I do think that this price target of 40, let's see where it is, 41.20, I think that's very realistic. Just considering that their market cap is under $1 billion. I think it's very, very realistic. They just need a couple more deals, maybe even one more deal to push them well above 2 to 400 million in revenue for the next few years, and that should see a jump in share prices. So I'm looking at white fiber, but guys, I'm going to stay diversified, so make sure you're in the Discord so you can see every trade I take live. And if you have any questions, comment them down below and subscribe for more daily videos.